Hello and welcome to episode 18 of Terminology Tuesday. Terminology Tuesday is where I have a term of the week and I break down what it means and where it fits into the bigger picture that is the sport of dodgeball. And this week's term of the week is counter. So I'm going to go over what a counter is and some strategic uses for it. So let's jump right into it. A counter is simply when you throw as a response to your opponent throwing. So you are countering your opponent's throw. Now you don't want to be countering every single time your opponent throws. You usually want to wait for single isolated throws, because usually it's on a snipe or when your opponent is vulnerable. So timing is super important for counters. If you wait too long, you hesitate, then your opponent can get in a defensive position to either go for a catch or make a block. So at that point, you don't want to waste the counter. But if you catch your opponent right at the perfect time, right as they're throwing, then they're super vulnerable and less likely to make a defensive play on the ball. And as long as you're accurate, you're probably going to get a hit. So you tend to see counters the most when an opponent snipes, because when they snipe, you want to counter them back. The last thing you want is for an opponent to get a clean, free shot off, meaning nobody did anything about it, because then they're going to snipe your teammates again and again because they don't feel threatened. The moment you counter that snipe, well, then the next time they're less likely to do it or more likely to hesitate. And if they do try it again, you keep countering them until you discourage them from ever sniping your team. You might also see a counter on the defensive side of the ball, like, for example, you saw the play call from your opponents, or they always have this one player always throwing, and so you know they're going to throw. So then you can time your counter to when they throw to catch them off guard in a vulnerable position. And now on offense, a way that you could counter is you could maybe have a teammate catch an opponent off guard, you pump fake, and you trick them into throwing a solo throw thinking that they're countering your snipe, but you're actually tricking them with a pump fake, and then you counter that opponent that took the bait. I hope this video gave you a little more insight on countering. If it did, please give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. It really helps get my content out there. And drop a comment with any other terms you'd like me to cover, and I'll see you guys at the next one.